Hey everybody, I'm Chef Tom with allthingsbbq.com, and this is Bacon Cheeseburger Sliders. Sliders are a perfect party food when you need to cook for a small crowd. And you know what? The world's getting a little bit more normal every day once again, so we're starting to hang out with our friends and family, and this is the perfect recipe for those occasions. These Bacon Cheeseburger Sliders, they're quick to cook, they pack a lot of flavor into just a couple little bites. That keeps people happy. All right, so we're gonna start by portioning out our sliders. We're doing 2-ounce sliders today. And they just need to get balled up for now because they're gonna get smashed on the griddle inside the grill here in a little bit. Just try to get that a little bit compact, but there's nothing else to it really. All right, so we want to keep these cold. I'm gonna stick them back in the refrigerator while we keep working. For these Bacon Cheeseburger Sliders today, obviously they're gonna feature bacon, and that's the first thing that we're gonna cook on the griddle inside the Yoder. We'll do a big round of bacon, we'll pull it off. Next, we're gonna do thin sliced onions cooked on the griddle as well, right there in the bacon fat. Again, cook all of it, get it off of there. So we're gonna have everything prepped and ready to go. That way, when we get over there with our burger patties, we smash them in, we build them right there on the spot. So with that in mind, we still need to slice up our onions and whip up a little bit of our not-so-secret sauce. So today we're just gonna do these about as thin as you can slice them with your knife. I'm not gonna worry about getting out the deli slicer. I'm just gonna go really thin by hand. Now we got our 2 sweet yellow onions sliced up. We set those aside and make our sauce. But our sauce is gonna be real easy. We're taking a 1/2 cup of Duke's mayo. We're gonna mix in some of our Coslicks Dijon, and then just a little bit of the burger seasoning that we'll be using on the sliders. I'm gonna estimate this, but you're gonna go about 4 parts mayo to 1 part of Dijon. That's a generous tablespoon. And then I'm gonna hit this with a little bit of the Cattleman's Grill trail dust. I'm breaking it down in the spice grinder so that it doesn't scorch anything on the burger surface. This rub's got a lot of great texture to it, but when you're cooking really hot, it's nice for it to be just a little bit finer. I'm gonna throw a dash of pickle juice in here, that'd be really nice too. But we're just looking for a little bit of tanginess to offset some of the savory and sweet flavors that we'll have going on in this burger. For the bun today, we're using sweet Hawaiian rolls. And King's actually makes a slider bun too, and I've made this burger with that slider bun. I like the original roll a little bit better. I love how soft these are. If you disagree and you want more structure, go with the slider bun, but I love that this thing's just gonna like smash all together in the end. But already split these, we're just gonna get them separated. Again, mise en place, you wanna have everything ready to go when you get to the grill. Now we're all set up and ready to go at the grill. Today we're cooking on the Yoder Smoker's YS640S pellet grill. We're running at 450 degrees with the cast iron griddle in place over the firebox. We're gonna cook off all our bacon. Last of the bacon coming off now. We got a little bit more bacon grease on the griddle than we need for what we're doing with our onions, so we're gonna sop some of that up and get the onions right on here. Try and spread these in a fairly even layer. We're gonna hit them with a little bit of barbecue rub. We got our Meat Church Honey Bacon Barbecue. I figure the bacon cheeseburger would be great with a little bit of bacon barbecue rub as well. Hasn't been much more than 5 minutes now, but these are looking like they're in the sweet spot. They're not fully caramelized, but softened and broken down with a little bit of color on them. All right, ready for our burgers now. Each one of these 2-ounce patties smashed down. Not super thin. And we don't want to go super wide either. They're going to shrink up a bit, but we still want them to kind of fit onto that Hawaiian roll. We're going to hit this now with a little bit of that trail dust and move to the next row. We're getting a pretty good crust on there. We'll get just a little bit darker. That's what we're looking for. That one's in that sweet spot. As soon as we flip these, we want to hit them with just a little bit more of that seasoning. And then each one's going to get about a half slice of American cheese. On top of the American, we'll do our bacon. And then we'll get the bun on there to warm up as well. There we go. Now it's looking good. Okay, real quick, we're gonna get the back row because I'm sure that middle row is about ready to come off. You really don't have to worry about internal temp on a burger like this. It's gonna be cooked through by the time you pull it off. So each one of these gets finished with some of that secret sauce, caramelized onions, and then plop the top back on, that sear on the bottom of there. That round is done. So once you actually fire off on these and get them going, they're off the griddle pretty quick. Well, that was just round one. I'm gonna do 2 more rounds so we got a big old pile of sliders. Finishing off the last round of sliders now. Hit them with our secret sauce and our caramelized onions, and we'll stack them up and get a taste. So as we build these, you can kind of start to look at and understand the layers. You know, you've got that bottom bun that's got a little steam on it. This little bit of mayonnaise with the tangy mustard kick. All of that texture is soft, but then you get to the burger, and that's where all that crunch is. That really good sear off the smash burger, your melty cheese, the bacon with a little more crunch, and a steamed top bun. So you got a lot of texture in the middle of this thing, a lot of squishy ooey gooey on the outsides. But at every level, we're adding flavor, lots of it. Man, that secret sauce was kind of the first thing that hit my tongue. It's fantastic. Really creamy, just slightly tangy. You know, these buns are sweet, and that's an element to the flavor profile of this. But they're not too sweet, and it works really well with the char on the surface of that burger because it's straight savory, and that's a nice little juxtaposition. American cheese. I don't know how you can hate it. I know some of you do, and I'm sorry. Use cheddar. it's not gonna be as good. But overall, these are a lot of fun. Knock them out in 4 bites. Grab a bunch of friends and kill a platter. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out allthingsbbq.com for all the products featured in today's video. If you enjoy the recipe, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below, and let's be good to one another. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to allthingsbbq.com/thesauce. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.